Hello everyone. Today we will discuss how to create Spring Boot application. So by using Spring Starter Installer, very quickly we can try to create the Spring Boot application. So try to enter the URL start.spring.io, which will open the UI like this. Now, so most of the options are default options. What is the type of project? Maven project. Which language? Java. Next, what are the dependencies? Because we want to create the mainly, if you want to create the Spring web application, so we need to select only one dependency, which is called the Spring Web. So which is already there, or sometimes this option might not be there. So what we have to do, click on add dependencies and try to select Spring Web. Fine. Now, we have selected the Maven and language and the dependencies and Spring Boot version. Next, so in the project metadata, mainly, so three things are very important. What is the artifact ID? What is the group ID? And what is the packaging? Because our aim is to create a web application, so we need to select WAR file. If you want to create a standalone application, select the jar. So we want to create web application. So I'm selecting WAR. Fine. Next, what is the artifact ID? Artifact ID is nothing but the name of the project. So demo is the name of the project. Okay, that's the reason. So yeah, fine. Next, what is the group? The group or the group ID. So under project, what is the root package? So com.example is my root package under demo project. So that's why the group is com.example. Fine. Now what we have to do? Simply we have to create an generate, which will try to generate the project. See here, demo.zip and click on OK. Now once this generate the project, so so click here. Now the project has been downloaded. So open containing folder. So what we will do? So try to select copy and paste into C drive wherever. Let us take. I want to continue. So I have copied the project into into C drive. Now right click, because of it, because of it is a zip file, we need to extract here. So automatically it will try to copy demo file. Okay, now see here, the project has been created already. The Maven project has been created easily without writing any configuration. Fine. Now what is our aim? We have to import this project into Eclipse. So very easy to do that. File, import existing Maven projects. Now browse where the project is there, under C folder. Under C there is a demo. Yes, I have selected demo. Now okay, click on finish. Now if you see here, this project has been imported into Eclipse. Now fine. So if you try to see the directory structure, src main java com example. So try to see here, because of it is a Spring Boot application with our project name, there is a default application has been created. This is very important one. So Spring Boot will try to simplify our lot of code. No need to define lot of configuration. Now what is the default? So configuration in the demo application. So because of our project name is demo, automatically Spring Boot will try to create a class called demo application, which is a starter application. We don't need the Tomcat externally. We simply, by using the Java application, we can try to start the server. Even though this is a web application, but very easily and very quickly we can try to start the application by using the demo application. Fine. So if you try to see here, by default there is an annotation called Spring Boot application. Okay, fine. I'll come back to this here again. Now fine. So now what is our aim? Okay, let's see. Now I want to start this project. What we should do? Right click, run as Java application. That's all. So without any external Tomcat, we can start the server, because our Spring Boot will have inbuilt Tomcat. So if you see here, there is an inbuilt Tomcat and the server has been started with the default 8080 port. Fine. But now if you want to see any output, we have to create some controller. Fine. What I will do, I will try to create one controller under, okay, com example is my, because of, if you see here, what is the group ID? Group ID is com.example. So my root, okay, package under src main. So src main java is the root package for any maven projects. Under that, com.example is the default package, which is the group ID. What I will do, I will try to create one more folder, other folder. Okay, what is my, so under folder, my folder name is controller. So under controller, I will create one simple controller, other class. Okay, let's take, my controller is demo controller. So now I'm going to, okay, so create one method here. No need to have the constructor. So now we have to use the Spring, okay, MVC, okay, application. How we will do the coding for the Spring MVC? How to create object for the demo controller? You know that in the Spring, no need to write demo controller. Some object is equal to new demo controller, because of we will use the dependency injection. So first of all, how to create object for this one? Try to annotate this with the help of the REST controller, because of we are using the REST controllers. So use the annotation called REST controller. So once we use the, okay, so REST controller, automatically the Spring will take care of creating object for this class. Next, I need to write a function, public string. Let us take show demo page. Something you can write, okay, any function name, show demo page. And what I want to return, simply I want to return a message, welcome to JMind Technologies. So once I try to define this output, now this method should get called for a specific URL, because, okay, please remember we are creating a web application. So you can use get mapping. Why we are using the, okay, so get mapping? Because our method is the get method. So that is the reason we can use the get mapping. Or we can alternatively, we can use the, okay, so request mapping also, but get mapping is the more advanced one and easier one. But okay, for which URL? Let's take slash hello or slash home. Okay, this is my, okay, home page URL. Now for this URL, I want to call this method. Okay, that's it. Okay, this much simple. So okay, Spring and, okay, Spring Boot will try to make your development much easier. No need to write a lot of logic like a servlets. So very easily we can try to write the class and create object and try to call the method for a given URL by using a URL mapping. Fine. Now, so what is our aim now? So in the configuration, we have to define the component scanning. Let's come to demo application, which is a configuration file for the Spring Boot application. Demo application is the one which, because of it is having an annotation called Spring Boot application. So any class which is having Spring Boot application is nothing but a configuration file for the Spring Boot. Now what we have to do? So we have to use component scan, component scan. Why? Because our aim is to create, okay, object. To create object for this class, first of all the Spring have to pick this class. So we have to mention under which package this class exists. What is the package? So my package is com dot example. If you, okay, try to see here under, okay, so com dot example dot, okay, controller, this class is there. So I can define up to example only. If you want, you can define up to controller. This is my package. Under this package, there is a class called demo controller. So to create object for this, okay, for this class, we need to mention what is the component scanning. Fine. Now, so we have done with the coding. Now let's try to build the project. So how to build the project? Select the project, right click, run as Maven build. So now this will try to build the project. So if you try to see here, the project is getting, okay, so compiled and at the end it's going to compress it as a part of the war file. So this is all part of the Maven and Spring Boot, which make your life much easier. Now you see here build success. So once build success, automatically you, your war file will be copied into, see here, I'm going to refresh. Once I refresh, you can see that there is a war file has been copied, demo.war file. So yeah, so this will make the process much simpler. Fine. Now I have to start the server. Now my compilation is already done, and also war file also has been generated. Now where to start? Now go to demo application, right click here, run as Java application. This will have inbuilt Tomcat, so we don't need to install again Tomcats separately. So application failed because of, so already one server running with the 800 port. I'm stopping this one. Fine. Now let me start it once again to see that any servers are running or not. You can see here console. You can try to see any other servers are running. Now no server is running. Cool. Now so right click, run as Java application. It is as simple as this one. No need to install again Tomcat. No need to go to bin folder and start everything. So directly, if you see here, the server has been started. What is the, if you see here, there is an inbuilt Tomcat, uh, and the, and it is started on the default port number 8080. Now the server has been started. Now we can try to access the application. So localhost. So what we will do, let me open a new browser. So localhost 8080. And what is my URL? Home. So see the output. Welcome to JMain Technologies. That's all. Now if you see here, now the request has been hitted because of under Tomcat, there is 800 port number, and which is the default port number. Under that, this application is running, and because of my URL is /home, automatically whenever I try to hit this URL, /home, I'm able to see the output. So this method has been executed and it has written the output, and we're able to see the output in the browser. So this is as simple as doing the things very easily. Fine. Now if you try to see here, if you want to change the port number, another important point in this is there is a application.properties file under resources. By default, this file will get created. So if you want to change the configuration, for example, I want to change the port number. Now what is the port number? Default port number. Default port number is 8080. I want to change that to 9090. What I will do, I will say server dot port is equal to 9090. So this is the configuration. We can try to override the default configuration. Now let's take, I want to add the context path. Right now from here where we don't know what is the what is the project name. We can try to define server dot servlet dot context path / let us take j jmind. Simply, now I'm going to stop the server, and now what we should do, so again I'm going to build this project because of there is a changes. Run as maven build. So again the project is getting built. So in the build process, all the Java classes will get so compiled, and war file will get generated, and JUnit, whatever JUnit, so test cases will be executed. Right now we are not doing any JUnit test cases. So my project has been built successfully. Yes. Now I want to so come back to the demo application, and servers were stopped already. Just let me cross check here. Fine, server stopped already. Right click, run as Java application. Now my server is starting. Tomcat server. Now try to check here. It is showing it the port number as a 9090. Why? Because I have configured the port number, because sometimes we want to use the port numbers the way we want. So we can try to override the default port number to whatever port number we want by using a key called server.port. And if you want to add the context path, see here, now I have added my context path as a jmind. Now, so let me try to access this one. Now I have to use the, what is my port number? Let me see the output for this one. This will not work because it has been changed. Now 9090 is the port number, and after that, what is my context? Jmind. Because always we have to, okay, so provide the project, okay, context, then try to define which URL. What is my URL in the controller? In my controller, my URL is demo controller. What is my URL? Slash home. So for that URL, try to call this method. So I am giving home, enter. So welcome to JMN Technology. So in this way, we can build web application very quickly by using Spring Boot. Yeah, that's all.